Today, we are getting Chat GPT to make a VGC team for us. Now, if you've ever tried this yourself, you'd realize that Chat GPT only has information from 2021 and beyond. So I figured out a way to fix this problem by literally making a 6-page document on every single thing the meta has to offer, on each Pokemon's movesets, their items they need, any new Pokemon, what those typings are, everything that... I pretty much just gave everything that's new to ChatGPT from Generation 9 to it, and told it the list of every single Pokemon that's in the format. Now, I'm going to try and make the best thing possible by having to have at least one super effective move into every single type, one resistance of every single type, having like good support through like fake out, maybe rage powders, having protects and stuff. And the hardest part was to tell it what terrestrialization was. It has no idea what it is, so trying to explain it to it really well without making it do something illegal while making the team is extremely hard. But now I figured out a way to do it. Now, it's still not the best at making good terrestrialization choices, but it's definitely getting there, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. Before I plug this command in, please consider subscribing. I only actually have 30 subscribers, which is pretty horrendous, and I make really good content, and I'm planning to do more like this, especially with ChatGPT. So if you want to see more of that, please subscribe. Yeah, so let's get to it. Scroll down. Given the rich depth and complexity of the request, it's a challenge to balance all the requirements with the constraints provided, but I'll aim to maximize coverage, resistances, strategies while considering the meta and the mechanics you've introduced. Okay. Terrablast Pteroduck? Bro! What? Why does it have... Okay, so it says it's Pteroduck for the ×2 stab on Shatterable. Terra Dark and Shatterable. Shatterble's not a dark move. Maybe it doesn't understand the typings of moves. Do we change that? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it as Terra Dark, so I think it's funny. But yeah, rationally with the high speed and special attack, Fluttermane can serve as a strong lead or late game sweeper. Choice is Terra Dark for... I don't know what it's going on about that increasing ghost move, but whatever. Let him cook. Ooh, okay. Cooking. He's using Iron Hands with Terra Ice Punch. I don't know the calcs on that, but maybe that does all heaps of damage to a Mungus. So I'll let him do it. That's kind of cool. And... Bro, who gave this Moonblast? I don't even think who let this man cook? Does Golden Goat even get Moonblast? I'm gonna have to talk him up about this. I never told him that this got Moonblast. It doesn't get Moonblast. I never told him it got Moonblast. It's using Terra Fairy Pixie Plate Moonblast. I'm gonna have to tell it that it doesn't get Moonblast. This is pretty much Golden Goat. It's just turned into a Fluttermane. Okay, whatever. I'll tell him later. We got Landorus, Terra Water, good pick. Stomping Tantrum, U-Turn, Rock Slide, Citrus Berry. Honestly, this is one of the world's win sets, I'm pretty sure, so that's a good choice. That's a really good choice. We got Cresselia, we have Lunar Blessing, Ally Switch, Moonblast, Trick Room with Terra Steel. I like this choice. Honestly, it's looking fun so far, this team. I'm just gonna make sure he's got 1, 2, 3. Yep, no, this is fine. And then he has Ursaluna with Facade, Earthquake, Protect, Ice Punch, and Terra Flying. I've never seen that one before, but for the immunity to ground. Yeah, sure. Wait, let me just tell him some things, because I want him to actually make it like a usable team. So I knew that ChatGPT wasn't giving us the best team possible. When I looked at our team before, it had pretty unoptimal sets, pretty unoptimal Terra types, and I knew that things could be better. So for the rest of the night, I tried to figure out what is going wrong with ChatGPT. And I realized that I was giving it too much specifics in the command, which is overwhelming ChatGPT and didn't allow it to make the best team possible. So in the end, I only gave it a few steps and just let it do things. And I didn't make it have to terrestrialize. I said, if you want to give it a go, you can try and make it make the Pokemon terrestrialize, but you don't have to. And this is the team that it gave. Now, I was like, okay, this is good. There are still two as off S on it, but I don't really want this team. I told it a few things that you can't actually put assault vest on it, and I was like, okay, let me try something else. So I asked it, if I gave you every team from the World Championships, could you build me a team that has an even or good matchup into all of them? This is a big task, and it said in theory yes, but there's a few things that could make it like not work. But I said, okay, knowing that I'm one of the best players in the world, could you create an advanced team for every team in the World Championships I'm about to give you? And it said certainly. It just went over that it can and it will try its best. And I'm like, okay, so I went to the Victory Road, I got all of the best Pokepastes, the most used ones, like some of them were only rental codes, but as you can see, this team is the exact same as this team, and a few of them are the exact same, such as Fido Campos and Nicoleges. So I just got all of those, put them in the paste, and just chucked them at Chat GPT and said, make a team that can beat every single one of these and make it as good as possible. Then I'll go down. It actually made a Restochi team. It's quite good. So it put Tornadus for Terra type water, which makes a bunch of sense, and it gave it Rain Dance and Bleak Windstorm. This is a really good start. It actually gave it a Terra type, unlike the other ones, and it's actually a good Terra type. Then it went to Urshifu Rapid Strike. Finally, it's actually gave it not like a Dragon or Psychic or Dark Terra type, which makes no sense for Urshifu Rapid Strikes, and instead gave it a Grass. And certain strikes, close combat, Aqua Jet, Protect. Great. This is a big improvement from the old Urshifu Rapid Strike sets it was giving me. And then it did Golden Go. It did put the item as safety goggles, but if you go down, you can, I asked it why do you have safety goggles, and that's all they have to do. If you think there's something weird on the team, you just gotta ask it why it has it, and once you ask it, it'll be like, oh yeah, certainly I actually overlooked that detail, and then it gave me a few options, and it said Life Orb or Choice Specs is probably going to be the best, as we need a lot more damage output in the team. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use Choice Specs for now, and one thing I did notice is it is a Terra Fairy Golden Go. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to add Dazzling Gleam to it instead, and add Thunderbolt and Dazzling Gleam. It should work, and yeah, that'd be good. Now, it was a Grassy Seed Terrify Rillaboom, and I was like, okay, that's cool and all, but why are you using Grassy Seed? And I asked it over Assault Vest, and it said, well, it's really good for the train synergy. It's good, we need a bit more defense in this team. It said flexible new move choice, so you can use Protect or even Taunt on it, and it said you can use Terraflying Acrobatics. Now this is a really cool concept, because if after you lose the Grassy Seed, your Acrobatics doubles in the amount of damage it does, and you get Terraflying. And if you didn't know, that actually one-shots Amoonguss, so it's a really good combination. But the thing is, it didn't actually have those on it. I just told it that, and it's like, oh yeah, I understand. And it gave me Woodhammer, Fake Out, Acrobatics, U-Turn, / Protect. I'm going to add Protect because I think Protect is a really good move in VGC. And it also gave me Acrobatics, Terraflying, and that's super cool. And this team's already getting better and better and better. Then it put Heatran with Earth Substitute, Earth Power, Heat Wave, and Amoonguss with Clear Smog, Rage Power, Spore, and Protect. Now, Clear Smog is a bit of a weird choice, but I'll let it go. It's like, okay, I can see that there are actually a lot of seller Pokemon in the World Championships, so maybe it was trying to counter those instead of using Pollen Puff or something. It also does have Leftovers and the Grassy Terrain, which it said could be used for healing up your Pokemon, and I thought that was really cool. And what I really love about this team is a few things. It has Rain Dance on Tornadus, which is really good for synergizing with Urshifu Rapid Strike to give it max amount of damage on their Surging Strikes. It halves the Golden Go's Fire weakness, the Rillaboom's Fire weakness, and the Amoonguss's Fire weakness. What I really love about the substitute Heatran is you can use Fake Out and Rage Powder from Amoonguss to like stop Urshifu Rapid Strike from being able to go for Surging Strikes, and you can get a substitute off, or you can just get a free substitute off and just go for Fake Out or Rage Powder, and then you can just sweep with Heat Wave. I think this is a really good team. We're going to test it out. I'll give you the team soon, and we'll go through it. Also, to figure out if this team was good, I made it go through every single Pokemon that was relevant in the format and see if it could figure out a way to beat it. It actually did, and that's really cool. If you want to try this yourself, I will put the new command in the description. But one of the coolest things it can do is, because of open team sheets, if you just give it a team, I said, okay, if I gave you opponent's team, could you figure out how to beat it? And it said, absolutely. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool. So I gave it a team, and literally it just went through every single potential weakness of them. And yeah, it was super duper cool. It put the lead down, what you should lead. It put like how you should pivot and preserve your Pokemon. I told you what you could do with the mid game, such as like use Rillaboom's fake out, so maybe have Rillaboom in the back, and then you can like pressure them with Urshifu's rapid strikes to pierce through any substitutes from like, because this was Jody X's9's team, and he does have substitute Heatran, and it's like, okay, you can just pressure that, and since it's Terra Fairy, it's not Terra Grass, just Surging Strikes, which still do a lot of damage, and I thought this is a really good strategy. So pretty much what you can do with the Chat GPT is you can kind of just cheat. I don't think you should cheat, but you can. It can give you a really good team. You just have to figure out like maybe a few things it did wrong, and then when you're in game and you get the open team sheets, you can just give ChatGPT the open team sheets. Be like, okay, with the team that you gave me, and it consists of these Pokemon. Like I said, this is how you word it. With the team you gave me before, consisting of Tornadus, Urshifu, Golden Go, Rillaboom, Heatran, could you beat the team I gave you? And I gave them it up here. And then it does that. So you have to tell them what team you're using, of course. But it can pretty much just flowchart the team for you. You don't even have to use your brain. And that can just allow you to like just chill, relax, just do what the ChatGPT said. It can get you really high on the ladder with this. And I just think that's really cool. It can probably even get you better at the game. And it can probably teach you a few of the other concepts. Now, if you like what I'm doing, please comment down in the description and maybe give me some feedback and some things that you want to see ChatGPT do. Like maybe types of teams you wanted to make, maybe other things you want to do, like maybe make it calculate EVs, or maybe you want it to be better at terrestrializing, and possibly make it teach you how to make really good predictions, as ChatGPT has a lot of knowledge on the brain and can probably explain it to you, as ChatGPT is known for explaining things in the simplest way as possible, even though they're super duper complex. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to quickly build the team and we'll get some matches in. Okay, I finished the team now, and I'll make a Pokepaste for this and put it in the description if you want to use it. But let's get into some games and use ChatGPT to give us a game plan if they give us the open team sheets. Okay, first game against a Tornadus, Fluttermane, Iron Hands, Chi-Yu, Dondozo, and Tatsugiri. Now I have explained Dondozo Tatsugiri to ChatGPT. I don't know if it will be the best at learning how to beat it, but we can try. Now, if they don't give you open team sheets, we'll just have to do the game. But one thing I do love about it is that we do have Amoonguss with Clear Smog and Spore. So that gives us a massive advantage. And already I'm loving this team. Like, Urshifu and Tornadus can already pressure so hard. Also, we have Cover Cloaks, so they can't really fake out us. Like, Rillaboom, Amoonguss, Terra Grass, Heatran. Like, how are they really going to beat us with Dondozo? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they can. So, do we want to go Rillaboom Heatran? Do we want to go Amoonguss Heatran? I think we do want to bring Heatran here because it's really good into the Fluttermane, it's really good into their Chi-Yu. I don't even know if we want to bring Urshifu. I mean, Urshifu is pretty good, it's actually really good in Tailwind, but it might just be better to bring kind of this core and just rely on Heatran for the damage. We could also go for Golden Go if we think they're going to lead Fluttermane, because Golden Go would do so much damage. But since I do have Golden Go, maybe they won't lead Fluttermane and we might be able to scare them away. I mean, should I bring Heatran, or do we want to bring like a Rillaboom? It's tough. I think I will bring Heatran though. I think I will. And Amoonguss. Okay. Dondozo, and he just goes straight up with Dondozo Tatsugiri. Now remember, I'm even close to 1700 here, so they're gonna be good players. I don't know what he is thinking in doing this, but I mean, whatever. We can switch in Amoonguss straight away, which I think is an option, because he's probably just going to go for maybe an order up, or he's going to... Ooh, he's going to go for Terra Blast. I mean, this makes us... That just makes us be able to do a lot more damage to him. It actually does 50% of his HP, which means he's in range for another Surging Strikes. I would like to get a Spore off from Tatsugiri, but I know that isn't going to be able to happen unless I go for Protect and Clear Smog into the Dondozo. Is it worth it? I think it is worth it, honestly. I think it is worth it. We do outspeed the next turn anyway, and yeah, we don't get too much damage on us. We get the Clear Smog off. Great, now our Urshifu will definitely be faster, so we can just Surging Strikes this, and then we can go for a Spore on it. Oh, but it's Citrus Berry. Ooh, okay, that makes things a bit more interesting. It does KO us. That's a bit unlucky, but we do get into our Heatran. I do want to just go for Substitute here and just like Spore it. We just want to like get into the best position possible for the end game. Now what I can do is just go for Earth Power and Spore. Earth Power, definitely pick it up because it does have a low special defense. Great. Then we get the Spore off on Tatsugiri. It's no longer a threat to us. I haven't even Terrestrialized here, which is really, really good. I like just going for Heat Wave and possibly a Spore onto the Tornadus, or I can switch in my own Tornadus. Both are good, because then I can get the Regenerator boost, or... It's interesting. I actually will go into the Tornadus here. I want to get the Regenerator boost, get a bit more HP. I don't know what it's going to try and do here. Gets a little bit of damage off, but we get a lot more damage off than it does to us, which is great. Heat Wave plus Bleak Wind is pretty good. I can go for Tailwind here in case it does wake up. Bleak Wind would KO the Tatsugiri though, which would be great. I could even go for Rain Dance to make sure you don't do as much damage to Amoonguss, though I do like just being able to Terrestrialize my Amoonguss in the endgame, so I think I'm going to rely on this staying asleep. I don't think it should wake up, which it doesn't, which is really, really good. And now we do hit the Heat Wave here, we do just KO the Tornadus, great. Really, really good. And we also have an extra turn of Tailwind for later. Okay, Prince and Chiyu, this is amazing for us. We also have the Calculator, which is, I'll also put this in the description. I mean, Shodax is so good, instantly calculates things for you. We got Earth Power here, which is 71% to Chiyu, so it doesn't actually KO, but how much does it do to, Tatsugiri? Just so much. Oh, nice, 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 nice. So it actually does KO. So we can just go for Earth Power here, and I think just possibly just Tailwind. Yeah, I think we do want the Tailwind up just to get the extra turn later. Dark Pulse just fades. Luckily it stays asleep. It means we can't get flinched by its Dark Pulse. And now we're pretty safe to just go for Earth Power and Bleak Wind Storm. Can't really defeat us now unless he gets a few flinches. Okay, gets one. Though that looks like Choice Specs damage. We can see, yep, that is Choice Specs damage. And I think it's pretty safe to just go for another Bleak Wind and just protect. Still have the next turn of Tailwind. And then we can get a Earth Power off, which is a guaranteed win. Too easy. Like, this team had already, I can see how good this team is, how good Chat GPT is at actually building teams when you give it the right commands. Because I had so many options into Dondos, I had so many options into Fluttermane. I could scare it off with the Rillaboom, the Heatran, and the Goldengo, and even like Amoonguss. We have so much into Fluttermane, it's not even funny. Now, I'm going to play one more game here. And yeah, tomorrow we can do a lot more ChatGPT stuff. If you're liking this content, please subscribe. It's really easy. And yeah, alright, let's try and accept open team sheets and get ChatGPT to flowchart for us. Now, if we don't get an open team sheets, it's fine. It's just a bit annoying. I'll have to make a video tomorrow and we'll do that then. But for now, I'm a pretty good player. I can probably devise my own plan, and I think Golden Go with Terra Fairy, ooh, that looks really, really good. Because it can pretty much just one-shot Urshifu, which is really nice. There is all kind of a problem that, like, he's also Tornadus, which means he can outspeed me. He probably will also have Vasca Legion in the back. I do also really like our Urshifu though. So maybe like Golden Go, Tornadus, Urshifu in the back. That looks really good. And then maybe we want Rillaboom. Rillaboom's really good for Grassy Seed because that means that the Arcanine and the Chien-Pao actually don't do as much damage at all to us. And it can do a lot of damage to this. So with the Grassy Seed boost, it will be able to survive the last respects when it is at 200 base power from the Vasca Legion. But do we want Amoonguss for Spore and just a bit of disruption? No, I actually do like Rillaboom. Because then we can fake out in the endgame. If we do KO the Frugaraf, then we can just go for fake outs, which is really nice. One thing to know, oh wait, we get it, okay. One thing to know about our team is we don't have any dark moves, which can make it a bit hard to hit like psychic Pokemon, but usually it will be fine, because most of them do have dual types. Okay, so, or we're gonna have to refresh it, because there was a network error while I was testing. Okay. I think it should be here, right? Yes. Yes, okay. With the team you gave me, beat this. Or you can ask for like a game plan, but let's see what it gives me. While it generates it, I'm just going to go with my move. And this is amazing. This is so good. We can literally just go for Terra Fairy and just Dazzling Gleam, and they will die. I might want to go for Make It Rain, though. I think that's a bit more safer. But Dazzling Gleam's so good. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Let me see how much damage we actually will be doing to the Urshifu with our Make It Rain. We actually do KO, though. We do KO. If he Terra Poisons, Dazzling Gleam won't be doing as much, so I'm down to just go for Make It Rain here. Yep, cool. Don't Iron Head my Golden. That would be a massive read. Okay, does not. Terra Fairy comes in clutch. Because yeah. Oh! If we were Terra Steel there, which is what most people run, because they don't see that Terra Fairy is really good, we would have just pretty much just get one shot by Wicked Blow because we don't resist it. But now that we do resist it, we just one shot both of them. Oh, that feels so nice. That's so satisfying, actually. We can even go for Rain Dance. That would boost the power of Urshifu and also make moves from Arcanine with a Flare Blitz not super effective into Rillaboom, which is really nice. It's already Terra'd, which means we can just go for Fake Out it later on and Surging Strikes the Chien-Pao. So I'm just going to go for Rain Dance and Make It Rain here. We'll see if they can even KO us, and they miss. Oh, yeah. Okay, 100%, that's fine. That's Choice Band. Oh, no, it's not Choice Band. Okay, it doesn't really matter, though. I would have actually liked Golden to die there, but it's fine. I'm down to just go for an Aqua Jet into the Arcanine and just go for Make It Rain. This game is already sealed, and yeah, this just shows off how good the team is. Like, Golden puts in so much pressure, and it gets defensive play with Fairy. So, super nice. Suck Punch Scream doesn't KO. One shot, nice. Those were the games with Chat GPT. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.